So, let's see. I thought I'd talk about a couple of things. Where to start? Um, so I really like this Prescriptives lipstick. It used to be in the mall. Then I think the brand was discontinued. I think it was part of Estee Lauder. And then you can buy it online, but you can't buy the original. And so I've got an empty shell with just the slightest bit of color in that, and every once in a while I could get there and test it against the current lipstick I have, and is this new lipstick as good as my memory that this one was the perfect color for me? Prescriptives was kind of unique in the marketplace. They tested and diagrammed your color in quadrants, in yellow, orange, red, orange, blue, red, or red. And I have eyeshadow, and it was in blue, red. So I was just assuming this was in blue, red also, my color palette, meaning that the red is more blue than orange or yellow, where yellow tones in your skin would be more complementary. Well, I just found that this really worked for me, and it wasn't just my perception. I noticed that other people seem to find it attractive. And I've held on to it to try and replicate it to find it again, or find something close to it, a dupe, as they say in fashion. What I like about it, because I work out, is what I don't like about other lipsticks. When you're wearing a high fashion lipstick, and I'm saying where you're punctuating your lips, but they're not your lip color, you get that, you see the break. You see the break of continuity. You eat anything, you smile, you speak, so I was striving for something that really just complemented my coloring, and served merely to enhance or modestly amplify my features. It makes me feel a little dressed. I looked in the mirror, put on my lipstick, let's go. you know so anyway, I pulled this out, I found it, I put it on my lips because I had melted, I bought a Maybelline and I melted that. I bought it, it was a brown, it was a pink brown. It was actually very dark, and while it was matte, and I liked it as matte, I felt it was too dark and almost wore like purple on my lips. So I melted Maybelline with, let's see, I had a Benefit. I don't know, wait a minute. I didn't melt it with that first. It was Maybelline, and then I bought a lipstick brand. I believe it's called Sienna, and it's from Germany. I don't remember the color right now, but it was too light. Maybelline was too dark, and so I melted them together in my little metal measuring cup. And then I either pour them back into a little dram container or back into the lipstick. Sometimes I'll melt chapstick in it too, but if I want it more transparent versus pigmented, or more smooth and shiny versus matte. So I mix those two colors together, the too dark with the too light. And I was, in my memory, I was striving for the blue-red color quadrant of Prescriptives, thinking that's what I was, because I looked at the eyeshadow and it was blue-red. And and in my memory, I remembered it as kind of a ruddy pink brick color. And so I thought, with what I melted, Maybelline and sienna, it wasn't pink. So the last thing, I have a vat of I melted all my lipsticks together, and it's pink. I scooped some of that out, threw it in the tin, melted it. So then I moved it just a little over to pink, but there was also pearly pigments in it, pearly mica or something. So it's shimmery. I would prefer matte in my memory. However, as I get older, shimmery probably gives, in that it reflects, probably gives what women as they get older are concerned with is thinning lips. Probably gives the the effect of fullness. So it's like, okay, so it's not matte anymore. You know what? Shimmery might help you right now. Help. It might suit you. Don't knock it. It might just be fine, okay? But I was really striving for something in my memory. That time I got this and it was perfect. And then when I wanted to buy more, it was discontinued. And well, I found the container, and I was searching in the wrong quadrant. It was not a blue red. It was red. It was red straight up. And when I put the color on my lip, it was the color I had before of mixing the Maybelline Too Dark with the Sienna Too Light before I swung it over to a bit shimmery pink. Still a dark color, but what you do is you take a napkin, boop, boop, I got light. I got light now. I got shades. Well, this is, I looked for it. I can't find it. There are some discontinued ones that you could find, but this one you can't. It's not available from what I could see online. It's R for red, straight up, not red orange, not blue red, and definitely not a yellow orange or red orange. It's called Restless. And what I did when I put this on my lips, and I realized it was darn near the color I had before, I swung it with the old vat of pink. So I had a spare Benefit lipstick from, when was copper a thing to wear? Remember the Kate Moss glossy mag picks, and copper gold skin, and yeah, so it's pretty old. It's Benefit brand. Put it all back in the tin, tin measuring cup, heated it up. So I put copper. From Benefit in there. It was kind of it swung it back over to now I've got a shimmery copper red. It's suitable to what this is, but it's shimmery with different colors of shimmer. But you know what? I decided that independently, I think the color looks good on me. There are a couple of things to consider. In that I'm not anemic anymore, my skin color may not be the same color. And it's quite possible I was anemic for a long time. I can remember Inga Thompson's dad in high school. So I ran track with Inga Thompson, and there used to be a women's Tour de France, and she was the highest placing American, and she also placed at the Olympics, and I think it was 7th, but I'm not sure. Anyway, she ran track before she was a bicyclist, and and her dad was a surgeon, and I remember him telling me that he thought it was anemic. I didn't even know what anemia was, and I didn't really, you know, heard it, it hit, but it's kind of like nothing, there was no prescience. Uh, all I knew was myself and being in my being, and it's not really information I would take to my parents, even if they heard it, because for me, I found my parents supportive but not knowledgeable. So, um, and in that context, I wasn't thinking that that was something my parents can do something with, or maybe I was. That's why it was like, okay, I hear it, but it's like hitting glass. I'm contained in this, you're contained in that, okay? And I'm gonna keep doing my best and run. You know, run down championship titles with Inga. Let's see what else. So I did here Rose Mystique. That's the new color. I wrote it on there. Prescriptives is back online. I asked them what's the closest you have for Restless R in red. They said Rose Mystique. I haven't bought it. I thought I was going to buy it, but you know what? I'm like, you've got plenty to work with. if I have this little compulsion, I want to buy things so that I get things in the mail to look forward to. And titting away at inexpensive lipstick seems to be my current preoccupation of sorts. That and Prana workout tops that I just bought 3 of. I really don't need any more new ones. Although, because I got plenty, although one of them I put on the other day and like the elastic just stretched totally out because, you know, when elastic after a while it kind of loses its elasticity. And I'm like, huh, oh, look at that. No gathers. And I'm like, doesn't bother me. I can still wear it. So in theory, I have workout tops to wear. Some of them may be losing their elastic, but now I have potentially 3 total on order. I don't know if I'm going to like all the colors, but I like the idea. For some reason, it felt right. Like, I like the lace up the back. I could wear it to the gym. I could wear it with a skirt. I could wear it with jeans. And I'm like, but aren't you stereotyping yourself just to wear workout wear? And I'm like, shit, whatever. Just order them, and if you don't like them, send them back. Lavender? Have nothing lavender in my closet. So the colors I have are North Sea teal, like the color of my eyes, and they call it Purple Mountain. Well, the little stripe in it might be purple. It's lavender. It's a lavender base. And the other one they call Black. It's gray with a little black engineered stripes. Let's see. I was out. I got a sandwich, Rosemont Deli. I selected the honey ham, provolone, garlic mayonnaise. It had some lovely red marinated peppers and baby greens. And I went to pay for it, and I paid it in cash, and then the woman behind the counter, the sales clerk, had to go and get quarters. So she apologized to the person behind me that she was going to be right back. And I was collecting my stuff, and they've got some samples there of toffee, and the brand is Kim's. So he was not at the counter, and I was, you know, assembling my stuff together, and then I said, as I left, I tried some toffee, and I'm like, oh, that's good. And so I said to him, you know, you can have some signature toffee while you wait. And I thought, and I left, and I thought, well, that's kind of interesting, meta. So I wrote this note then as soon as I got back to the car. So it's, you can have some signature, some Kim, K, I'm, signature, toffee while you wait. I'm doing the talking. Okay. You can have some signature Kim, signature toffee while you wait. Wait to asked, then. Mim is a game of where you take, the last one, the last object, objection, object, I, tone. While you wait, T, A, S, S, K, T, H, E, N, D, I, M, E, I, D. Det, tooth, the heaven head, D, H, I, N, E, D. Dined in hind. Let's see, what else? All right, that's just filling in the gaps. Filling in the gaps where Jesus sat with his hat.